So building highly effective teams can be challenging, and there can be some things that hinder the development of those teams. So the top 3 reasons for teams not performing at a high level are: 1, misalignment of goals; number 2 is a lack of trust; number 3 is communication, or lack of communication, hindered communication. So let's take each of those aspects and dive a little deeper to see what we can be doing inside of our organization to make sure that we are fostering an environment that allows for the highest effective teams possible. So the first one is that misalignment of goals or not a clear vision. So this is sometimes easy to do in a smaller team where you can pull everyone in the organization in the same room and you can talk to them and we can go through what the vision is for the year or for the next couple of years and what the specific goals are and the roadmap for how we're going to do that. But as we get into larger organizations and multi-site organizations, having a very clear process for how that's going to get, the feedback's going to come in, and then also the decided on goals are going to get rolled down can be very important. So things like Hoshin planning, use of X matrix, or strategic planning is very, very important to make sure that we're sending something out, we're getting it back in, and that we have that agreement and finalization of this is exactly what the goals are for the company, this is the goals for this site, this group, this part of the organization or business unit, and then how that gets rolled down to each individual. So it's very, very clear. If I do this, I am working towards the goals for the entire organization through these steps and how that's getting rolled down. Like I said, X matrices are a fantastic way to do that. So it all rolls in to one, so everyone's crystal clear on what the goals are for the organization. The second one is really about fostering that trust, or having a culture that focuses on that ability and feeling trusted. So it's a little bit backwards, but you got to think, what are the things that are showing us in the organization that we might not be or might not have a culture of trust? So if we're not getting questions, if we're not getting new ideas brought up, that could be a sign. If we aren't seeing people try a little bit extra or try something new, taking risks, little risks, still within the controls of our business operating procedures and how that is, but trying new things and taking little risks, that's a sign that trust isn't there. And also, if we're not getting the feedback on the failures and have they been corrected, that can be a sign. Or if we're seeing the same issue again and again and again, those are all signs that we don't have that culture of trust. So really taking the inverse of that is what we want to do. So looking and encouraging communication, encouraging questions so that those are coming to the top. We're able to answer them in an effective way so that they know exactly where they are and how everything is getting pulled together. On the failures piece, whether it's risk taking or whether it's something that happened bad, knowing that there's not a penalization for anything like that, but how are we going to correct it for the next time? Let's use our 5 whys or some kind of root cause corrective action to dig deep and find out what the real problem is, and then communicate that to the organization to say, hey, we had a problem. This is what the team figured out, what the solution is going to be, and now we're going to implement that across the organization or the plant or the business unit, whatever makes sense. But being able to promote and reward in some ways, the reward being that the recognition for solving a problem there is an important piece of just developing that culture of trust inside of the organization. And the third piece is making sure that we are encouraging that communication in a systematic way. So the regular check-ins with the key individuals or managers, the open times for the team to get together to talk and discuss what's going on inside of the business, they're very, very key for that communication to build up so that the free-flowing information with the correct team members is exactly what we want to happen. And this isn't us, to jump in and just deliver information. That's a town hall. That's a separate type of communication. But the communication we're looking for is to see that team interacting with itself in a structured way so that the right things are happening in the business, the right decisions are being made, the right ideas are coming forwards, and they're getting actioned upon. That's all going to tie to building that highly effective team. So building a highly effective team requires a strong culture and a strong vision, but it can be done systematically along the journey as you build those components into your organization. It is going to lead to a far more effective, productive environment inside of your business. Now, if you're looking to do this inside of your business, or what the first steps could be, you might have some of the components and you want to dig into a few more, you can book a time with me on the link below, or reach out to me at ActionHTX.com. I'm Andrew Buchan, your Business Accelerator.